Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. We are back here live from the Belize Civic Center for the bronze medal match of the Central American Female Volleyball Under-19 Championships. Francis Usher here with you. Joining me is Zach Garbut. How are you feeling today, Zach?
Feeling good. I know the energy is high in this place. We're definitely ready to watch an excellent game here between Honduras and Nicaragua. These girls have been warming up and they look really good right now.
Both teams, you can see some fatigue in the legs, but you can also see both teams are amped up. They're ready to play, Zach. Ladies and gentlemen, the VIP tickets for tonight's match, the gold medal match between Belize and Guatemala, are sold out. A lot of general tickets have been sold out. Guatemala has come in and bought 50 seats. They've cordoned
Wow.
off an entire section, Zach. It's going to be a game. We need the crowd to come on out early and support the girls.
That's right. They are already anticipating what is going to happen in this building tonight. The Belizean public has filled this room almost every night, and we're going to guarantee to be packed out tonight. The VIP tickets are sold out. I won't be surprised if in the next few minutes the general tickets are sold out, because we're here to win.
We're here to win. We're here to support Team Belize. Team Belize is currently in first place, Zach, but it's going to come down to tonight's game.
That's right.
We need to, at the end of the day, what we need is to win. We need to beat Guatemala. The team who wins the gold medal, Zach.
Yeah, that's the thing with this game, you know. Earlier within the week, we were focusing on winning by sets, making sure we're winning by big margins in the points area, because we wanted to make sure that we were solidifying our first place position. But right now, for this last game, it's all about winning. Doesn't matter how it comes, in what fashion, and by how many points. As long as we win, then we'll lock in this game, this tournament.
Wins the gold medal for Team Belize.
That's right.
We see the warm-ups are finished for this bronze medal match between Nicaragua and Honduras. What are your predictions for this game, Zach?
This game is going to be a battle. I definitely believe that these teams are almost evenly matched in my eyes. We have Nicaragua, to me, with a very defensive team. They have very smart attackers that move the ball really well. And the Honduras team, in the same way, has attackers that moves the ball well, and they make sure that they play team defense, and they're all rotating around each other. So this is definitely going to be a battle between these two teams. I won't be surprised if it goes to the fourth, maybe even fifth set to decide this game. And you know, it's the final day of the tournament, and everyone wants to leave with a win.
That's right, Zach. Moving on to some of the individual awards here. After day number 4 of competition, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of best scorer, it's Maria Santa Cruz. That's a big server from Guatemala. But second place there is the middle blocker, Gilmary Smith. We know Gilmary Smith from Nicaragua. They use her in a wide variety.
That's right.
They set her in the middle. They set her outside to the left, and they set her outside to the right. Anywhere she is, they feed her the ball, Zach.
That's right. They try to move her around a lot. She's definitely one of their most efficient weapons on the team. So they use her a lot. They move her around the court, move her around the net, just so that the blockers can't camp up on her through that middle position.
And some of the other individual awards, Zach. We have the best server. It's a tight race between Maria Santa Cruz of Guatemala, Iman Safa of Belize. That best server will be decided tonight.
That's
but
right.
Coming in third place is Andrea Aceituno of Honduras. She is their main hitter, but she's having a pretty good serving tournament here, as we see the referees about to be introduced. One of the referees for this match, Zach, will be Belize's very own Anthony McField.
That's right.
I believe he's joined by the Guatemalan referee. They're going to announce that here in a bit. And of course, we have a full Belizean line judge staff there, Zach.
I think at this point they're looking to move into the national anthems and introductions.
Absolutely, Zach. When the anthems are about to start, we will mute our mics. We're going to pay attention to the anthems, pay the respects to the anthems of these countries, and then we'll be back for some commentary after the anthems. We'll move on here, Zach. Mute the mics and come back after the anthems.
Sure.
The national anthem of Nicaragua. and the national anthem of Honduras.
All right, we had some technical difficulties there with the anthem of Honduras. It stopped halfway through, but it was sung loudly and proudly by that Honduran team. It shows the level of pride they have, Zach. They are ready. They want to go home with this bronze medal.
That's right. You know, that's something that they always tell us whenever we travel representing the country, that we're ambassadors of our country whenever we leave this border. So coming here, coming into an environment like this, you always have to make sure that you take pride in your flag and in your anthem, because you're the person, you're the team that is representing your entire nation at that point.
Absolutely, Zach, absolutely. And before they introduce the starting lineups for both Honduras and Nicaragua, let's talk about some of the other individual statistical categories, Zach. Best attacker. I think we can safely say that best attacker has been wrapped up by Team Belize.
That's right.
Fatima Camara has a sizable lead on the rest of the field. And in addition, the only person who could possibly beat Fatima Camara for best attacker is Belize's very own Garrett Bruce. So I think either way, we can safely say that Belize will come out with the best attacker of this tournament.
That's right. That's exactly what we want to see, our players topping the charts in these awards, which means that that's a gold medal team you're watching at the end of the day.
That's right. And we can safely say that Iman Salva has a sizable lead for the best setter. But right on her heels, Zach, is Andrea Chavez. Andrea Chavez now is the backup setter for Guatemala. We know that Jimena Castellanos has recovered from that gruesome ankle injury. So I don't see Andrea Chavez passing Safa, and I don't see Jimena Castellanos climbing the charts there. So I think it's safe to say Safa has locked up the best setter.
That's right. That's another one that we want to make sure we get on our books. Excellent setting, excellent attacking.
Absolutely, absolutely, Zach. And the truth is, individual awards are great, but Team Belize needs to bring home the gold.
That's right.
And in order to bring home the gold, they will need your help, ladies and gentlemen. Come on out early, get your seat. It's going to be a packed house tonight.
Definitely.
As we introduce the starting lineups here of Nicaragua, we have, of course, number 1, their bread and butter, their star player, number 1, Gilmary Smith. Then we have number 4, their opposite, their right side hitter, Norma Brenes. And their captain, number 7, that's Francesca Medrano. And then we move on to number 12. That's number 12, their outside hitter, Maria Zeledon. Zeledon has been the other option aside from Gilmary Smith. They have Brisa Perez, their other outside hitter, and of course their middle blockers, Hilma Torres and Gilmary Smith. Zach, this Nicaraguan team has a lot of fight.
They definitely do. You know, this is a team that will never give up. No matter what the score is on the board, they're going to fight for each and every point and make you work for it, as they should.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we have the starting lineup for Honduras. We start with number 2, Rocio Duron, the opposite, who hits on the right side of the court. Then it's their captain, number 10, Gabriela Gomez, the setter. And then we move on to number 12. That's number 12, Yenesis Owela, outside hitter. She hits on the left side of the court. Their starting middle is number 14. That's Natalia Reyes. Their other starting middle is Shante Celeazar. And of course, their main guard, Andrea Aceituno. Andrea Aceituno, number 17 for Honduras. And their libero, number 9, Maria Caraccioli.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested to see what the Nicaraguan team will do with the number 2 from Honduras, Duron, because she's a tall player, she's a big jumper, and she's left-handed. You know, we struggled marking her and blocking her in the Belize game, so that's definitely something to look out for between the matchups with Honduras and Nicaragua tonight.
That was a great observation, Zach. Great observation. Oddly enough, Genesis Ohuela, number 10 for Honduras, is starting today. Yesterday, usually their other outside hitter is number 7, Dazzle Duran.
That's right.
They've chosen to take Dazzle out of the game and start Genesis Ohuela. She finished last night's match. I think the coach might have lost a bit of confidence in Dazzle Duran.
Right. I think he's trying to put his best players on the court at the time. You know, sometimes the mental part of the game can become overwhelming as a player. You can have good training and good preparation before a tournament, but you have to come, and when you're here, that's when you really find out what you can do and what you're prepared to do on the court. So
we see Nicaragua's team is feeling this song. I believe it's Mana. Is that Mana playing?
I have no idea.
I think it is. If it's not, don't chastise me. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Francesca Medrano. Looks like Nicaragua is going to serve first here. That's the setter, Francesca Medrano, and Nicaragua's captain. As far as a serving strategy against Honduras, Zach, we saw that a lot of teams chose to attack the libero.
That's right. To be honest, you know, looking at her movement within the last few games, she hasn't been moving well to the left and to the right of her body. You know, serving directly to her works well, but if you can get her off her feet, shuffling to the ball, then you can probably get a broken play out of her.
That's right. Francesca Medrano goes after Genesis Ohuela, the new starter here, and that's a serve, or that's an ace there for Francesca Medrano to start the game.
That's exactly how you want to start the game. You know, getting an ace on the first play just builds confidence in your team, confidence as a server, and you can move forward as you progress it through the game.
That's right. That's right. And Francesca Medrano back to serve once again, and she serves Genesis out of system once again. They set Aceituno, who climbs that block of Gilmary Smith and rips it cross court.
You know, it's very she's very unassuming. She's not as tall as a player, but she definitely gets up off the ground and she can move the ball and control it extremely well.
That's right, Zach. I look for Honduras to try to run a play in the middle here for Gilmary Smith, probably a 5-2, given if they pass the ball well, of course. And that's a bad pass there out of system. They just got to get the ball over, and they're unable to. 4 plays there for Nicaragua. It started with the bad pass, Zach.
That's right. Serving the ball well definitely has its benefits, so that we can get broken plays, just like what we saw just now from the Honduran team, which led to miscommunication and Nicaragua gaining that point.
That's right, and back to serve for Honduras once again is Gabriela Gomez. That's Gomez of number 10 for Honduras, and she serves the ball out. She was trying to attack Gilmary Smith, who was rotating to hit that ball outside.
Yeah, it definitely seems like that, but you know, that toss was a bit off, and she contacted the ball on the side of her hand, it seemed, which shipped it out to the left.
It did look strange from our vantage point.
Right.
Back to serve for Nicaragua is Brisa Perez, number 10, their outside hitter. She attacks Aceituno. Good pass by Aceituno. They go to the middle, who climbs over the block of Gilmary Smith. Gilmary Smith is up there for the best blocker of this tournament, Zach, but she's not having a good blocking night so far.
Right. The team for what is that? Honduras. Sorry, they move their middle blockers a lot, mixing up their offense. So it's definitely a part of the read that has to happen from the Nicaraguan team.
That's right, and we see a service error there by Andrea Aceituno, who was in 3rd place there for best server. I don't think she can overcome either Safa or Santa Cruz, but she was aggressive there on the serve, and she served the ball out. Back to serve for Nicaragua's Gilmary Smith. Oh, ace serve there for Gilmary Smith. It was a top spin, Zach. It went just over the net and it dipped down.
You saw just now, she attacked the libero again, but what did she do? Force her to move her feet, force her to step forward and try and get that ball, and that led to the ace serve.
That's right. Gilmary Smith back to serve once again for Nicaragua. She attacks the libero once again, Zach. Puts them completely out of system. Aceituno out of system, set for Genesis Owela. Dug there by Medrano, set by Norma Brenes. Hit by Zeledon, but it doesn't go over the net. And that's 4 touches there for Nicaragua, point Honduras.
Yeah, we see here again, the server attacked the libero, got a broken play, but they could not convert on that one.
Yeah, that's right. And back to serve now for Honduras is Celiazar, their big middle. Let's see who Celiazar chooses to attack here on the serve. She has a pretty formidable serve. She goes after the libero for Nicaragua, and that was Hilma Torres, the middle for Honduras. Hits that ball wrong. That was Zeledon. Zeledon hit that ball out there. All right, and coming in, serving here once again for Honduras is Celiazar. Celiazar for Honduras. They're up 5-4 here in this first set. And she attacks down the line. Oh, and it doesn't go over.
That was such a close one, you know. The net just did not play in her favor in that play.
It, yeah, certainly didn't give her a friendly touch there on the net.
Right.
Here's Norma Brenes back to serve for Nicaragua. That's their opposite, which means she hits on the right side of the net, Zach.
That's right.
She goes after the libero once again, so clearly their strategy is attack the libero. Here's Rocio Duron, and we talked about that, Zach, not being able to mark up on that left hand. The setter there, big block there by Natalia Reyes. And Zeledon unable to take care of it and give Honduras a free ball. Point Honduras. It's now a tie ball game, Zach. It's 5-5 here in the first set.
Yeah, the Honduran team definitely has a big team on the net, so we're looking to see them touching a lot of balls, blocking a lot of balls. So the Nicaraguan team has to be able to keep their composure and get those second chance plays.
There it is, and Rocio Duron back to serve for Honduras. That's their big lefty. Oh, that was a pretty good serve. Good pass there by the libero. Set for
that block.
Oh, that's a good block there. That was number 11 for Nicaragua. She was blocked by Honduras' big set. And there is Owela, dug there by Brisa Perez, and a net violation called on Honduras. That was number 11 for Nicaragua, Naima Silva.
Right, we see there again the effect of the Honduran block at the net. The Nicaraguan team is trying to mix up the offense, trying to get around that block, playing some tricks, but the Honduran team adjusted and was there to cover.
That's right, and a middle set here for the other middle for Nicaragua, number 15. That was Hilma Torres, and they go to the outside here, Naima Silva. All right, dug there by Aceituno, and here's Genesis Owela down the line. Good dig by Norma Brenes. And Naima Silva rolls the ball over.
Ooh.
She can't see over the top of that towering block, Zach, but she's able to do a cheeky play to get that point.
Right. You know, all offense is good offense as long as you can make the point. Mixing up the shots, it doesn't always have to be a big bang, as we would say. Tricks are points as well.
Tricks are points, but tricks are for kids, Zach. And back to serve is Naima Silva, number 11 for Nicaragua. They're up by 1 here in this first set. They serve the libero. Good pass by the libero. Here's the lefty on a D. That's a back row attack. Medrano sets the middle. Here's Hilma Torres. She tricks the ball. Touch there and played by Genesis Owela. They go to the outside. Here is that's number 10 for Nicaragua, Brisa Perez. Good control to position number 1, and she gets the point.
That's right. That was an excellent control shot. The line shot was open when she got up. She saw that, recognized the lack in the blocking, and rolled that ball right down to the 1 position.
That's right. That's right, Zach. We have a tie ball game, 7-7 here in the first set. And Naima Silva. And we see poor mechanics so far from the Honduran setter, that she's not squaring up with the net, which means that her back is facing the net. That doesn't bode well for the setter. She tries a trick there, it doesn't work out. Here's Brisa Perez, a block there, big block by Natalia Reyes for Honduras. And they go over, I think this is going to be, no, wasn't for contact, dug there by the setter. They set her. She goes off the top of the block, dug there by the libero. Here's Gabriela Gomez. She goes to the back row attack of Aceituno. Dug there by Naima Silva. They go outside. Here's number 10, Brisa Perez. Dug there by Aceituno. Gabriela Gomez. Here's Rocio Duran from the back row. That one is a killer, Zach. It was a good block, but they called a net violation on Nicaragua.
Yeah, that was such a crazy way to end a long rally like that. You know, when you're fighting that hard for a play, you don't want to be the one to commit the fault on the net.
That's right, that's right. And back to serve once again for Honduras is number 12, Genesis Owela of Honduras. Genesis.
It's a good serve.
That ball
A
was
serve.
a high float. It floats to the backside of the court and it lands about 2 tiles into the court.
That's right. That was a very deceptive serve. You know, the height, because of the height of the ball, you would think that it would be floating outside, but it dropped at the last minute and landed right inside the court.
That's right. And back to serve once again is Genesis Owela. Let's see if she attacks Norma Brenes once again on the serve. All right, and she does. She attacks Brenes.
Excellent
Naima
service.
Silva tries to jump in front of Brenes to pass that ball, and it's an ace serve for Genesis Owela.
Right, we see now here the Honduran team is starting to get a bit of momentum here and starting on a run, but of course it starts with that strong serve from number 12.
That's right, Zach. Genesis Owela once again serving for Honduras. And she's gotten an ace and she's put them out of system each time. She's gotten 2 aces rather.
Serve.
Great serve once again. They go to Brisa Perez. All right, she rolls the ball deep into the court. They set the outside. Here's Aceituno. She loves that line, but that's a great dig. Overpass there by Honduras. Not the best out of system, but she goes cross court. Dug there by the libero of Nicaragua. They go to the outside. Brisa Perez. She tricks to the dug there by Rocio Duran. Aceituno once again. Dug by Naima Silva, and it's mano a mano. All right, great playing so far. Here's Naima Silva. She rolls the ball to the libero. Dug by the libero of Honduras. Here's a slide. Natalia Reyes rolls it. Dug once again by Naima Silva. Here's the middle, Hilma Torres. And Hilma, ooh, that ball looks like it might have gone in, but we couldn't see from here.
Yeah, the Nicaraguan team is asking for a touch call from the ref there, but they say no touch.
Here is the replay. The ball was out.
It was outside. That's a good call by the linesman there.
Good call by the line judge. Again, from this vantage point, we see things a little differently, but he's right there front and center to call those balls.
That's right.
Zach, Honduras is up 11-7 here in the first set.
Yeah.
It seems like, my opinion is, Nicaragua was a harder team for Belize to play than Honduras was.
That's true.
It just goes to show that in volleyball, it's all about matchups.
That's right. You know, the Nicaraguan team is a more defensive team, and so they're very scrappy and they don't give up on their plays. And that's exactly what caused the Belizean team problems. You know, we're used to that 1-2-3 bang type of setup, so we had to adjust and get back to those second chance plays because the ball is coming up from the Nicaraguan team.
That's right, Zach. And Genesis Owela back to serve once again for Honduras. She's been serving tough. She's putting Nicaragua out of system with her serves. Let's see if she attacks Norma Brenes, number 4 for Nicaragua once again. No, she attacks the libero, puts him out of system once again.
Excellent service.
And an ace serve once again for Genesis Owela.
Yeah, we see Honduras now is starting to pick apart the defense here of Nicaragua. Moving from player to player, the server is breaking them down, forcing them to move their feet and to shift whenever they're in the serving into passing lanes. And that is causing some difficulty here for the Nicaraguan serve receive. That's
great observation there, Zach. And pass by Naima Silva, Francesca Medrano, they said Brisa Perez off the block of Natalia Reyes, dug there by Rocio Duran. In from the back row, Genesis Owela, dug by Norma Brenes. Outside for Brisa Perez, right in between the blocker's hands, Zach, and point for Nicaragua.
Right, that block wasn't sealed up perfectly, and she snuck that ball in right in between 2 of those players, forcing the middle blocker to try and seal. And she got there late, and it rattled between the 2 of them and down on the Honduran side.
That's right, and back in the game is Gilmary Smith, Nicaragua's main option, their main weapon. She touches the block there, dug there by Naima Silva. Of course, they go to Gilmary Smith. Crushes the ball down, but dug there by the libero. Here's Aceituno. She rolls the ball over the top of the block. Francesca Medrano goes to the outside. Brisa Perez. And Brisa. Oh, there was a touch there. It was called by the ref, called by the line judge. And point for Nicaragua. It's now 12-9, ladies and gentlemen. 12-9, despite what your score is saying. Yep, there we go, updated.
That was a smart play there by the Nicaraguan team, recognizing that, listen, sometimes they're outmatched on the net with the blocking, but there are still ways to make points using the block to get that one.
That's right, and they set a 7-1 for Natalia Reyes, dug there by Naima Silva, and they go to Brisa Perez off the block, dug there by Norman Brenes. They go to Gilmary Smith once again, dug there by the Honduran libero, and there we go, there's a trick, play, and it's over, a scrappy play, but it goes out of bounds, Zach. Out of bounds, but that just shows the scrappiness of Nicaragua.
That's right. That play was a bit of a mix-up there. We had Smith and Brenes both on the outside, hitting balls within that same rally from the 4 position.
That's right.
But still, they were able to keep their composure and get it over the net. But sadly they couldn't convert at the end.
Yeah, it all comes down to communication there, Zach. And Natalia Reyes serves the ball into the net. It's now 13-10. Honduras is up, but Nicaragua got that point. Nicaragua has some hype today, Zach.
That's right. It's like I said earlier in the warm-up, this is the last year of the tournament, you know, and everyone wants to win playing on that last day. We have that energy, you know, and we want to get that bronze medal here.
And we see people trickling in slowly, Zach. Ladies and gentlemen, if you plan on coming to the game tonight, tickets are selling out fast. If you have your ticket already, get here early.
That's right.
I'm telling you, the place is going to be ram-jam packed. VIP tickets are sold out. There are a few general tickets remaining. Come here, come early, get your seat, and come to cheer on Team Belize. And we're in this first set here, Zach. Honduras versus Nicaragua. Honduras is up 14-10. Here is Gilmire Smith, the main option. And a big block, but an even better cover. Gilmire Smith once again, and off the block of Honduras. Gilmire Smith said, "You're not going to stop me twice in a row."
That's right. She was matched up there against the biggest player for the Honduranian team, Duran, number 2, the left-hand hitter. And she challenged the block in the first play and then decided to use the block in that second one.
That's right. And here, back to serve for Nicaragua is Brisa Perez. She goes after Aceituna, puts him out of system. Back set here for Aceituna, and she hits the ball into the net. So much of volleyball, Zach, is learning how to play out of system volleyball. The sets don't always come great, and so you have to learn to execute on offense when you don't get the best pass.
That's right. A lot of the rotation within volleyball, all of it is based around making the ball better. Each person, we have 3 contacts to get the ball over the net. And every single person, every time you touch the ball, has to try and make that play better for the betterment of the team.
That's right, and we had a point there for Nicaragua. That was an ace for Brisa Perez. Nicaragua is back within 1. They're fighting their way back, Zach. Brisa Perez back to serve once again. And Aceituna puts them out of system once again, Zach. And here's Rocio Duran, the big lefty. And a block there by Gilmire Smith. She said, not this time, Zach.
That's right. Well, as she went to the front in the rotation, Team Nicaragua started to be more consistent with the serving, and they were able to start converting. And she was definitely influential on the net so far in these last few points with this run for Nicaragua to get back into this game.
All right, and we have a timeout there by Honduras. I think the coach just wants to settle his team. We see he's very demonstrative there. I think he's telling his team, look, calm down, take a couple deep breaths, and execute our offense. It's hard for a team like Nicaragua to beat Honduras if Honduras is settled.
That's right. I feel like this is a bit too late to me if I was a coach for calling a timeout like this. They had at least a 4-point lead before Nicaragua went on this run, and they kind of watched that lead dwindle away to a tied game now, and they're trying to reconnect and regain their composure.
That's right, that's right.
But let's see if that timeout will work here on this server.
Yeah, Brisa Perez, it's a tied ball game, 14-14 here in the first set, Zach. Brisa goes back to serve. She goes after that libero, making her move. Decent pass by the libero. They said Aceituno. They'll go over the top. It's still,
it's still
hit
good.
The ground. It hit the ground.
Are we sure did that touch the ground? That one was close.
It was close. It was close. But the referee has a closer view than we do, Zach.
That's right.
And they gave the point there to Honduras. And back to serve for Honduras is Andrea Aceituno, their main hitter. Teams have done a pretty good job at neutralizing her after the first night. She exploded the first night, and teams keyed in on her.
That's
and
right.
the rest of the Honduran team was left to try to execute the offense. Here's Genesis Ohuela. She goes down the line, and that was a good hit there by Ohuela. A lot of teams are attacking the opposite number 4 for Nicaragua, Norma Brenes. She's not the tallest player. She's a good passer, but she's a liability on blocking, Zach.
That's right. They're forcing her to try and make a play on the net. And what they're doing as well for the Honduranian team is speeding up the set so that they can force her even more to try and make a play.
And we see Gilmire Smith waiting once again. There's a bigger middle blocker waiting for her on the other side. Gilmire Smith sees it, realizes it, and uses the block to get a point for Nicaragua.
That's right. She definitely mixes up her offense in all different forms. At the end of the day, she understands that she doesn't always have to put the ball on the floor. As long as she's making points for her team, she's a benefit.
Right. And we have a service error there by Gilmire Smith. Honduras goes up by 2 here. It's 17-15 in this first set. Tight set so far.
That's right.
It's been back and forth. Here's back to serve is Rebecca Celiazar for Honduras. And she gets the ball over.
That's a good serve.
It was floating all over the place. Here's Norma Brenes, the shorter Norma Brenes, dug there by Celiazar. Middle play D2, and that lefty crushes it down the line, but dug by the Nicaraguan libero, and a free ball there for Honduras. Dug by Aceituna. They go to the middle on the 31. Dug by Brisa Perez. Dug there by Oela. They set Oela right back. She tricks the ball. Picked up by Hilma Torres. That's Naima Silva rather. And right down the line, Norma Brenes gets a point there for Nicaragua.
That was such an excellent exchange for the Nicaraguan team. The Honduranian team sent everything that they could at them. Their defense stepped up, made some big digs, and then they converted on the offensive end.
That's right, and Norma Brenes is back to serve once again for Nicaragua. They serve the libero. Pretty good pass by the libero. Genesis Oya blocked there by Medrano. All right, dug by the libero, and here's a back row attack for Aceituno. Dug by the Nicaraguan libero. They go to Naima Silva, who is down the line and into the court. Into the court for Naima Silva. It's a tied ball game once again here in the first set, Zach. We predicted it was going to be a tight matchup.
That's right.
Who do you think is going to execute going down?
By the looks of how this game is playing out, I would put my money on Nicaragua at this point. They have stuck together on the defensive end, and in a game where where the teams are evenly matched and they're battling it out, I tend to believe more in defense because the ball keeps in the air. At the end of the day, that's the goal of volleyball, is to keep the ball up in the air and keep it playing. That's right.
And we saw a miscommunication there for Honduras. They bumped the ball out, and a point for Nicaragua. Nicaragua has taken the lead here in the first set. It's 18-17, and we saw a substitution there. They took out Genesis Oela and went back to Dazzly Duran. And right off the bat, they served the libero. Go out to Dazzly Duran. She's another lefty there for Honduras. They go to the outside. Here's Naima Silva. She tricks the ball deep. Dug there by the setter number 10. It's going to be a free ball for Nicaragua. Let's see where they go. They go right back to Naima Silva. Big block there by Natalia Reyes. Natalia Reyes is one of the bigger middle blockers out here, Zach.
That's right, and that's one of the benefits and what the Honduranian team will be looking for in this game, trying to key up on their blocks and use that as their main form of defense here on the net.
That's right, and back to serve for Honduras is Rocio Duron. And Duron serves that ball out. It's a service error. Nicaragua retakes the lead. And Nicaragua has all the emotion right now. There's not much emotion coming from the Honduran starters or their bench. Going toward the end of a set, emotion plays a role to carry you to the finish line.
That's right. A lot of the times when you're in a tournament like this, you've been playing all week, you're tired, physically tired, mentally exhausted, but you have to come out here at the end of the day and win, because your pride is on the line at this point. Even if you're not in contentions for medals, you're still representing your country, you're still representing your flag and all your teammates and all your staff from back home that has invested in you,
That's right.
So you have to come out here and give your 100% for every game.
And just now, Zach, we saw an excellent rally there between Honduras and Nicaragua. Ended up with a miscue between the setter and number 15, Hilma Torres from Nicaragua. Honduras got the point. It's a tie ball game once again, 19-19. Number 7, Dazzly Duran goes back to serve. Good pass by the libero for Nicaragua, and dug there by Dazzly Duran. They go to the outside. Here's Aceituna. She goes over the top of the block. Dug by Naima Silva. Here's Brisa Perez. Dug there by Dazzly Duran. And they go to the middle. Natalia Reyes. Read by the libero. That was a good read. Here's Norma Brenes from the back row, and she hits the ball into the net.
Yeah, she was not prepared for that one. She was already drifting in towards the middle of the court, trying to prepare for a defensive play, thinking that they would probably set outside. So when the setter threw that back to her, she wasn't prepared. Her footwork was a bit off, which probably caused that fault there at the net.
Yeah, you're right there, Zach. Honduras, it's been a pendulum swinging back and forth, Zach.
That's right.
And Honduras has retaken the lead. It's now 20-19. It's still anyone's set here.
Definitely is.
Going down toward as you march toward 25, it's all about execution and efficiency.
That's right.
Right now, Honduras is not executing that effectively. It's mostly miscues by Nicaragua. If they can clean it up, I would look to Nicaragua to win this set.
Yeah, that's right. Right now with the teams basically evenly matched. Honduras is getting a bit of the edge just because their players are a bit more athletic, a bit bigger at the net, so they can get more touches and blocks at the net. But this Nicaraguan team is scrappy, and they're definitely playing their hearts out on defense. So it's anyone's game at this point.
Here's David Duran once again, number 7 for Honduras serve. Naima Silva of Nicaragua. They set Brice. That's Hilma Torres, the middle. All right, back over by David Duran. All right, there they go. And they set Brisa Perez. She punches the ball to position number 1. And that's a point there for Nicaragua.
There again, we've seen that play, probably the exact play happen at least 3 to 4 times within this set. I think that's because the Honduran team are depending a lot on their big blocker on that opposite side, which is number 2, and believe that she can take away the 1 position. But the Nicaraguan team is just stroking the ball over her hands, high and over her hands, deep into the back of the court, and there's no one there to cover at that point.
All right, and we have a service error there by Espinosa. She was a serving substitution, Zach, and that was a miscue there.
That's right. There's a lot of pressure coming in cold off the bench into pressure moments of the game. So I definitely have a lot of respect for the serving specialists that come in and have to play that role.
The ones that are able to execute, absolutely.
That's right.
And back to serve for Honduras is number 14, their middle, Natalia Reyes. We see that Anthony McField is conferring with the desk just to make sure everything is okay. At this point in the game, Zach, while it does slow the game down, you want to make sure the desk, the referees, the line judges, everyone is on the same page to avoid any miscues.
That's right. You know, there is still order that has to be put in place within the games. The referees and the desk are there to make sure that we're conducting everything within the rules, within the regulations of the sport. And that's just a part of the game. We have to make sure that we keep our mental focus when these things are happening.
That's right. And a pass there by Naima Silva, set by Medrano. That was Gilmary Smith. And dunked over there by Brisa Perez. Medrano here in the middle.
That's a good set.
And Aceituno, that's a good dig there by Norma Brenes. They go right out. A little bit of a miscue free ball there for Honduras. They run a slide. Nope, it was a decoy. Wide open there. 1 blocker, and it was the setter for Aceituno. And she's going to win that battle every time, Zach.
That's right. You know, they, like you said, they ran a slide to pull that middle blocker away from the outside. The setter made an excellent decision when she realized that the blocker from the Nicaraguan side was starting to lag and push that ball to their main attacker, Aceituno, on the outside.
All right, and Natalia Reyes serving. Honduras is up 22-20. All right, and Naima Silva rather with the pass there. Gilmary Smith with the attack. Dug there by Honduras. They go outside to Aceituno. It's going to be a roll shot. Dug by Brisa Perez. They go to Gilmary Smith. Look for her up. Dug there by the setter. And playing there. It's on the Nicaraguan side. They go to Gilmary Smith once again. She dunks the ball over. All right, and they couldn't stop her. They went to her 4 times in a row, Zach.
That's right.
And on the 4th time, she got the ball through. We've seen that late in these sets, Nicaragua just looks for 1 person, Gilmary Smith, Zach.
Listen, at the end of the day, it's about trying to win the game. You know that's your best player. You know that's the smartest, your biggest player on the net. So feed her the ball until her arm falls off, pretty much.
Feed until the arm drop off.
That's right.
Dug there by the Nicaraguan libero, over dig. Still in play. They could not get that ball over. It is now 23-21. Honduras is up here in the first set. As we rightly predicted, Zach, it is a tight matchup, and I predict it will be a tight matchup throughout the entire game.
That's right. We see right now, Honduran team definitely is having an edge because they're bigger at the net, so their block is causing a problem for this Nicaraguan offense right now.
All right, and Gabriela Gomez, it was an overpass there. Oh, they call a net violation there on Honduras. The setter was in the back row, Zach. They could have called a back row attack on Nicaragua, but I guess the net violation happened first, and that's the one they called.
That's right.
And it's now 23-22. Honduras is up here in the first set. Nicaragua back to serve. Like we said, it's about execution late in these sets. Norma Brisa Perez with the serve there. They go to Aceituno. Dug down the line. A great hit, great dig. And they go to Naima Silva off the block and out of bounds. We have a tie ball game, Zach.
That's right. This is turning out to be a war, just like we predicted. All these girls on this court are fighting tooth and nail for every point, and that's exactly what we want to see for the final day for championship types of games.
Absolutely, and it's 23-23, tight first set. I predict it's going to be a tight game. Now that it's a timeout by Honduras, let's take this opportunity to give a shout out to some of our sponsors. Zach, we have Boeing and Boeing Limited, Simon Kwan, you name it, they've got it.
That's right.
Sharp Engineering Limited, they have quality from project concept to completion. TNC 10, you're watching it at home live, courtesy of TNC, the Belize Tourism Board. The Holy Redeemer Credit Union, making a difference in people's lives.
That's
and
right.
then RF&G, where it pays to get it right.
Yeah.
All right, and we're back here out of that timeout. Serving for Nicaragua is Brisa Perez. It's not the toughest serve, but the emotions, the anxiety here late in these sets, it causes you to do some errors at times.
That's right. We see the Honduran defense setting up. The libero has a lot of court to cover here. I'm looking for Perez to force her to move and see what she does.
And pass there by the libero. They set Aceituno, and Aceituno uses the block of Naima Silva. Zach, real quick, just to explain what the libero is, you'll see on these courts, ladies and gentlemen, that there's often someone wearing a different color shirt. For example, the white color for Honduras, whereas everyone else is wearing blue. That is a defensive specialist that can be used throughout the game, but only in the back row, and they cannot attack the ball. And that ball goes in. That was a miscue there.
That's right.
For Brisa Perez, and Honduras wins the first set 25-23 on the backs of a serving error, Zach. We're going to take a quick commercial break in between sets here, and we're going to be back for some more volleyball action live from the Civic Center.
HBO Max, available with Next Gen. Subscribe today.
Every griller does it a little differently. Dry rub, wet rub, smoked, wood, gas, charcoal, sauce, no sauce. One thing they can all agree on is Running W brand meats. For almost 40 years, tender, fresh cuts of Running W meats have graced the grills across Belize and finished at the center of some of our best times. Running W brand meats. Give me some of the nice thing.
Planning on building something right? Belmopan Aggregates and Hardware has all the building supplies you need. Steel, cement, aggregates, sand and gravel, cement blocks. We are the leading supplier of DeWalt power tools and the sole dealer of Generac home standby and commercial generators in Belize. We carry lawn supplies and equipment from weed eaters, lawnmowers, gardening tools, all the way to Bentley seeds. Need to cool off your home or office space? Our regular and inverter Temp Blue air conditioners will help you beat the heat. We carry the best brands in home appliances: KitchenAid, Brentwood, Charbroil, and Frigidaire. Our parts and repair department stocks parts for all the brands we sell, and our repair shop confidently stands behind those brands we carry. We're located at number 5 Forest Drive and open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Belmopan Aggregates and Hardware. Everything priced right every day.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're back live here from the Civic Center. A bronze medal match between Honduras and Nicaragua. Honduras was able to pull out the first set, Zach. And we see a trick there by Nicaragua. Let's see if Nicaragua can come out earlier in this set and establish a lead. Look for them to set, of course, Gilmary Smith off the top of the block. That was a triple block.
That's right.
Our libero sets Rocio Duran, blocked there by Gilmary Smith. They go to the outside and blocked. Oh, the setter had it there, Zach, but Aceituno able to bust through that block.
Yeah, it's always interesting to see a team triple block on a middle blocker and a middle attacker from the opposite team. You know, that's an indication that they definitely respect her coming through the middle, and she's been moving the ball well, so they have to mark up 3 blockers on her for every play.
3 blockers on Gilmary Smith. Look for her to hit to the outside here. Norma Brenes with the pass. That was a pretty good pass. Oh, they go to the back. Brisa Perez and blocked there by Aceituno. They go to the outside. And Gilmary Smith gave up on it. Dug there by Norma Brenes. They go to Gilmary Smith and she rips the ball into the court. That was a deep shot there, Zach. That was a good shot by Gilmary Smith. One thing I'm noticing from Honduras' setter, she's distributing the ball well.
That's right.
Back set, middle, outside, and Gilmary Smith is having to move a lot. I wonder if fatigue is beginning to catch up to her, and that's why she's not being as effective on the attacking.
You know, that's very possible, especially being the last day of the tournament. She's been playing hard this entire week, but she knows that she's the main attacker for this team. So I expect her to dig deep and try her best here.
And what a play there by Nicaragua. That was the scrappiness that we always talk about there.
That's right. Never giving up on a play, and we saw that just now play out right before our eyes.
All right, there's that bump over by Brisa Perez.
Perfection.
And Nicaragua got the point. They're up 2-1 here in this second set. They lost the first set. Back to service, Francesca Medrano for Nicaragua, and she serves that ball out. She's not having a good serving game, Zach. That's her second service error. She had a service error in the first set as well.
That's right.
It's not a jump serve. It's not a complicated serve. So we can safely say that it's the mental side of things that's messing her up.
I think that she's trying to do too much with her service there, trying to just get that perfect placement. And sometimes when you're overthinking that, you tend to make mistakes.
And we saw the set there for Brisa Perez and played there by Dazzly Duran, Norma Brenes, and she uses the outside hand of Dazzly Duran. Norma Brenes is shorter. She doesn't jump as high.
Yeah.
She had nowhere to go but to try to use hands there, Zach.
Yo, that was a brilliant play. Like I said, it's not always about having that big bang. Making points whenever you can is exactly what you want to do.
And it's Brisa Perez back to serve for Nicaragua, and she serves. That ball was going out too, but they passed there by Celiazar, played there. It comes on the Nicaraguan side, and the blocker is unable to play it there. It's now 3-3, Zach. They're going back and forth, trading points here. At some point, one of these teams, their server needs to take it upon themselves. They need to serve aggressively, serve tactically, and make a run for the team.
It seems that Nicaragua has been implementing some type of tactic, trying to serve to the 1 and 2 position of the court, but they're hitting the ball, contacting the ball a bit too far on the left-hand side, which is pushing the ball outside of the court. So maybe there needs to be some type of adjustment within the tactics there. And
we saw an overpass there by Nicaragua, and then a kill there by the middle, Natalia Reyes for Honduras. Back to service, Celiazar, middle blocker. She serves it deep, and that ball falls out of bounds. So it's tied once again. The pendulum is swinging back and forth. Back and forth we go. Gilmary Smith goes back to serve. She has a pretty decent serve, Zach, but the issue is that now that she's serving, she's in the back row. She cannot attack from the front row, and she's their main attacker.
That's right. We have to look for her to try and have some type of effect on the game, even from the back row.
And Rocio Duran bringing some power down that line with the left hand there. Those are not easy to play, Zach.
It's definitely not, and we saw the Nicaraguan player do similar to what the Belize team was doing, blocking her like a right-hander, so she had much of the court open to her left hand, and she turned that ball down the line perfectly.
That's right. And good pass there by the libero, and a block there on Norma Brenes, played by the Nicaraguan team. Here's Naima Silva, rolls it, played by Aceituno. They go to the outside. Here's that big lefty, Dazzly Duran, and the ball goes down. It seems maybe Honduras is beginning to make a run here, Zach, with the serve of Rocio Duran. It's now 6-4. They were down 4-3. They tied it, and now they're up by 2. They're on a little run here. Nicaragua needs something to break that run.
Definitely. I think this is started from Smith being in the back row for the Nicaraguan team. The Honduran team can now overpower them at the net. They're bigger, they're more athletic, and it's showing at this point.
That's right, and a dig there by Medrano on Aceituno, pass there by the Honduran libero. They go to the side. Natalia Reyes goes over the top of the block, dug there by Brisa Perez. They throw it to the outside for Naima Silva. Played there by Rocio Duron. They go to the outside here, the left here once again. That was Dazi Duran, dug there by Brisa Perez. Medrano to Naima Silva. Naima could not control the ball there, Zach. The set was flying past the antenna a little bit, and those are difficult sets to take care of.
Definitely. I know it takes a lot of body contortion in the air. Once you get up off the ground, you can't really do much. You have to try and adjust your body mid-air, and that led to that error just now.
That's right, and it's now 7-4. Here is over by Hilma Torres. They go to the outside. Here's Dazi Duran, and down the line. Again, they're not marking that left hand.
Right. And you see just now the setter kind of sped up that set as well.
That's right.
Giving it some angle and pushing it quick to the outside so that the blockers were late on that play.
And it's now 8-4. Honduras is up here in the second set. They won the first set. They're beginning to establish themselves, beginning to play that much better. Nicaragua needs an answer. Usually that answer is Gilmary Smith, Zach, but they're unable to use her right now.
Right, the Nicaraguan team needs to regain their composure here. They definitely need to gain a point so that they can come out of this rotation and hopefully get Gilmary Smith back in the front row where they can get back on the run and close this lead.
That's right. Who's been quiet this game, Zach, is Zeledon, Maria Zeledon of Nicaragua. When teams begin to key in on Gilmary Smith, oftentimes they look for Zeledon, but Zeledon isn't even in the game. Currently, the outside hitters are Naima Silva and number 10, Brisa Perez. So they've benched Zeledon, number 12. I look for them to put her in shortly. And Rocio Duron with the serve just over the tape, played there by the setter. Here's Naima Silva once again, and off the hands. Oh no, they called it out, Zach.
Oh wow.
From here it sounded like there might have been a touch, but Nicaragua isn't arguing the call. Maybe it was a misread from here. 9-4 now, 9-4 lead for Honduras. Rocio Duron back to serve once again. She's been having a good serve so far, and Honduras is in firm control of this game, Zach.
Last time she was at the service line, they went on a 3 or 4 point run. So let's see if they can convert that right now again.
And there's a net violation called on Nicaragua's Hilma Torres. Either way, she hit that ball out.
She did.
And they're bringing in a another middle, number 8, who is Aura Balmaceda, another middle there for Nicaragua. This is the first playing time that she's seen this tournament, Zach.
Right, she's clearly one of the bigger players on their team. I believe they're trying to get some more height onto the floor, maybe help them in the blocking area and get some touches on this Honduran team.
And she was late there on the block, dug there by Brisa Perez. Here's Norma Brenes, and that ball was blocked in. Brisa had nowhere to go, Zach. I'm here chuckling, but as a smaller player, when you see a towering block there, you just have to do your best and try to use the block. But we see that Dazi Duran was waiting for her and got that ball in. Yeah,
this Honduran team is beginning to overpower Nicaragua. They're bigger, they're more athletic, and it's starting to show in this game.
And Norma Brenes with the overpass, and we have a net violation called once again on Honduras. We see the coach for Honduras telling them, look, you don't need to be overly aggressive.
That's right.
These aren't bigger hitters. Play basic fundamental volleyball.
That's right. They're already opened up a lead on this team. We don't want to give the team any type of momentum by creating unforced errors.
That's right. All right, a back row attack. Touched there by the new middle blocker, Balmaceda. They set her, and she tricks the ball. Okay, the libero digs it. They go back row once again. Here's Aceituno. She rips the ball to position number 1.
That was good control there by Aceituno. She took off some of the power and just stroked the ball into the open spot on the court.
She does indeed have good control, Zach. She typically hits it to the corners deep. And that's why it's important that if the set is high enough to have a triple block on those back row attacks.
That's right. We want to take away as much of the court as we can from those back row hits.
And here is serving for Honduras. That's the Duran, and she has an ace serve. It's now 13-5. Honduras is beating Nicaragua here in this second set.
Right. As we know, volleyball is a game of runs, and Honduras started this game on a great run, and they're continuing it here at this point.
And Nicaragua trying anything they can do. They switched out liberos. There's that Alejandra Munguia is now in the game for their starting libero, Aroa. And dug there by Brisa Perez. They set Norma Brenes, dug there by Rocio Duran. They set the back row to Daisy Duran.
Excellent
And
play.
she tricks the ball to position 3-6. That's the middle center of the court. So it's right at the attack line in the center of the court. Typically there are no defenders there, Zach.
That's another smart play there by the Honduran team. We saw that the set wasn't perfect, but at the end of the day, the Nicaraguan team was already prepared for a big bomb, and so they stepped back for the defense, and she dropped the ball right in front of them.
Daisy Duran, decent pass by Brenes. The trick was tried there by the setter, taken by the libero. They go to the big middle, the new middle, and she was blocked by Aceituno. Nicaragua has no answer for Honduras' offense right now.
That's right. They've been trying everything that they can, but the Honduran offense is clicking at this point. The setter is moving the ball really well, sharing the ball, and these girls are moving the ball and attacking as well, seeing the block and placing the ball exactly where they want it to be.
Right, Daisy Duran serving once again, and that ball is served out. It's now 15-6. 15-6 here in the second set. Nicaragua needs something to bring the life back into them. Their bench is trying, Zach. Their bench is hyped up. They're trying.
That's right.
But it's tough when you're down by as many as 9 points.
It is, but we've seen in the first set where they closed a large lead on the Honduran team, but it starts with them serving strong and keeping their mental composure. Hopefully they can string something together on the offensive end and start to make points.
All right, we see a good rally happening here off the top of the block. All right, and here's Francesca Medrano to Brisa Perez off the top, dug by Daisy Duran. She goes to the outside, Aceituno. You can't give Aceituno that much space, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Norma Brenes. She rolls the ball to position number 1, dug by Rocio Duran. Here's Daisy Duran. Hits opposite number 1.
Shot.
Touch there by Medrano, and a free ball there for Honduras.
Ooh.
And they try to get aggressive on a free ball. I don't quite understand it.
That's not what you want to see on a play where everyone is hustling. The defense was working, you're overpowered at the net already, and you're hustling to keep the ball up, keep the ball in the air. Hopefully the other team makes an error, and then you go and give them the point. And that's definitely what you don't want to see.
We see another player for Nicaragua seeing their first bit of playing time. That's Natalie Mendoza, outside hitter for Nicaragua, number 5. She just substituted in for Brisa Perez, dug there by the libero. And here's that middle, Balmacero, and Balmacero gets a kill there.
Excellent play.
I think at this point, Zach, it's been a long tournament. This is the 5th day of playing. And there are some players that have not seen the court yet. I think the coach is trying to rotate them in, because at the end of the day, while you are playing in the bronze medal game, you need to see moving forward what your key players are capable of.
That's right. She's giving all the players on the team an opportunity to touch the court, give them some experience more than anything, because at the end of the day, they will be back at some point. These girls are young. These girls still have a lot of volleyball to play whenever they get back to these tournaments. So you need to give them the experience, let them feel the pressure of a real game. And you never know, this might be the change that sparks up the team and can start a run in this second set.
Right. And we saw that new substitution, Natalie Mendoza, got a kill there. Balmaceda on the serve. She puts them out of system. It's going to be a free ball here for Nicaragua. Let's see where they choose to go. Gilmire Smith's in the game, and they set her. Let's see where she goes. She rips it to position number 1. That was a good turn there by Smith. She sees the block very well.
That's right.
All right.
That's exactly why, the Honduran team has been trying to queue up 3 blockers on her, trying to minimize her vision of the court. But at that play, she only had 2 blocks on her, and she recognized that and turned the ball right to the open position.
Balmaceda back to serve, and she serves that ball out, Zach. So that ball goes out. It's now 17-9. 17-9. Honduras is up here in this second set. The way it's looking, they will get that second set, and if Nicaragua doesn't put up much of a fight in the third set, it could be a quick game, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right.
And that would bring up the start time of the Belize gold medal match. That was a smart play there by the Nicaraguan setter to dump the ball over and get the point for Nicaragua. But ladies and gentlemen, come on out, come out early. The way this game is going, the Belize game may be starting earlier than
That's right.
earlier than scheduled. So make your way out, come on out and support our girls. The entire Guatemalan delegation is here already.
That's right.
And we need, I would like it to be 100 to 1 for those people. They bought 50 tickets, ladies and gentlemen. They are here, and we need our people to come out as well.
That's definitely right.
And they go back row to Dazzle Durant. She rips it cross court. All right, they go out. Here's Natalie Mendoza, sorry. Outside to Aceituno. Aceituno rips it cross court. Dog there by the setter. Here's Norma Brenes. She gets a little roll on, and that's a point. Point for Nicaragua. It's now 17 to 11.
Yeah, we see this new set of players that are on the Nicaraguan side. They came in with a lot of energy, with fresh legs, and all they've been doing is keeping the ball alive and controlling the ball and forcing Honduras to make mistakes. And that's exactly what we want to see from players coming in off the bench. They take the opportunity to impact the game as best as they could.
That's right, and we have a timeout there by Honduras. Going forward, what is the coach telling the Honduran team right now?
The coach is probably telling them at this point that they've already opened up a solid lead on this team, but they've had mental lapses and they've begun to relax in that lead. They probably feel like they have the game under control, and he's telling them that you can't let up off the gas. You need to make sure that you come out and destroy the team if you have the opportunity to do it.
That's right. You never want to give a team, especially a team like Nicaragua, a fighting chance. And back to serve for Nicaragua is Francesca Medrano. She has them on a mini run here. They're going to need some more. Here's Zach. They're down by 6 points. It's 17 to 11. I look for Medrano to try to attack the seam between the Honduran libero and number 7, Dazzly Duran.
That's right.
Let's see where she goes here. And that, all right, she attacks the libero.
Excellent
and it's an ace serve for Francesca Medrano, the captain and the setter for Nicaragua.
Listen, clearly the libero for the Honduran team has a problem moving forward on plays. That has been the third ace ball that she has had that has fallen in front of her, and she cannot make that first step to get there.
She does have some trouble with mobility, Zach. Let's see if they'll attack her once again. Here's Francesca Medrano. She goes to Aceituno, but an even better pass there. And she rips it in the seam between number 5 Natalie Mendoza and Gilmary Smith.
As I said before, Aceituno is a player that isn't as big as you would assume, but she, similar to our very own Garrett Bruce, gets off the ground just as big as the rest of them.
That's right. She's a big jumper, Zach. She has high vertical ability.
That's right.
Back to serve there. All right, and an ace serve there for Aceituno. The heartbeat of this Honduran team is Aceituno, and when she begins to pick it up, Zach, the Honduran team is dangerous.
That's right.
We see that she hasn't had that much of a presence in the attacking game, but now she's serving, she's been passing and defending well, and the Honduran team is beginning to extend that lead once again. She puts them out of system there. All right, out of system pass. There is
Good
number
control.
4, Norma Brenes. That's great control for Norma Brenes. Back to serve for Nicaragua is Natalie Mendoza, recently substituted player. They need to pick it up, Zach. It's 19 to 13. Nicaragua needs a run, or else this set is going to be over shortly.
Right, this is it. They either have to make a run here and catch this Honduran team, or they will be looking and going forward into the third set with a loss.
And a high trick there by Rocio Duran. They go to Gilmary Smith, triple block. Waiting there for her and unable to play the ball off the block is Nicaragua, and a point for Honduras. It's clear that the best passer currently for Honduras is Aceituno. So why are the servers continuing to serve her?
I don't know. I think they've definitely had success by serving the libero, but the coach isn't really calling out positions for them to serve, so it's up to the players. And sometimes there's a mental lapse as a player when you're actually in the game. It's difficult to see who's passing well and who isn't. So that's where we need the coaching staff for the Nicaraguan team to really step up and help the players and make calls for them when they're back at the service line.
We saw an errant pass there by the libero for Nicaragua. Point for Honduras. Back to serve once again for Honduras is Celiazar. That's Rebecca Celiazar, the middle for Honduras, serving. Nicaragua is not passing well. They serve number 11. That's Naima Silva. She rips the ball.
Excellent.
They gave her too much line there, Zach, and
That's
she was able to
definitely right.
control the ball.
Yeah, they queued up on her. The set was a bit past the antenna. So rightly, the blockers decided to take a step inside the court and try to take away the cross court. But she controlled the ball, took power off it, and stroked it down the line right into the side.
And here, serving for Gilmira Smith is Cristiana Espinosa. Gilmira Smith has had a pretty good serving run in this tournament so far. It's interesting that they would take her out, substitute a server in for her. But again, I think the coach is trying to get everyone some playing time. And Cristiana Espinosa back to serve. 21-14. Honduras is up here in the second set. She attacks Dazzly Duran. Decent pass by Duran. Here's Rocio Duran off the top of the block. Dug there by Espinosa. They go to the back. That's Norma Brenes. And Brenes uses the block to get the point for Nicaragua.
Listen, the score is 21-15, but this Nicaraguan team is definitely not giving up. They're making the Honduran team work for this set, no matter how big the gap is between them.
That's right. And Espinosa back to serve once again. It's 21-15. Honduras is up here in the second set. Let's see if Espinosa can get a run here for Nicaragua. They desperately need it. Out of system pass for the libero for Guatemala. Lefty and a big block there by Balmacero.
Excellent block.
And a point once again for Nicaragua.
That's right. We saw the coaching staff bring in number 8 for the Nicaraguan team just for that same purpose, trying to get a bigger block on the net so that they can try and match up against this Honduran offense.
Absolutely, Zach. And back to serve once again is Cristiana Espinosa for Nicaragua. She didn't take the time allotted to serve. She serves that ball out. You have to grasp the mental aspect of the game, Zach.
That's right. They were just coming up on a decent run, you know, trying to string some points together and maybe claw their way back into this set. But service errors can definitely be deflating in a moment like that.
That's right. And a serve there by Rocio Duran. Here's Norma Brenes. She rolls the ball.
That's a good shot.
Position number 5. That's the back corner, away from the typical server's position. And Norma Brenes gets the point there for Nicaragua. It's 22-17. Nicaragua is down by 5 here in the second set. If they're going to have a run, they need it now, Zach. They cannot wait any longer. That's a good pass here by the libero. They set a slide and a trick there by Natalia Reyes. The ball is up. It's a roll shot there by the setter, Medrano. They set the outside. There's Dazzly Duran. Blocked by the setter. We always love to see when setters get blocked, Zach. We love it. It hypes up the entire team. And Belize is fortunate enough to have the 2 best blocking male setters in Central America. That's myself and Elton Anderson. That's just a matter of coincidence, and Belize is lucky for it, Zach.
And we're just fortunate for that, of course. If we don't get the block,
it's out.
That's right.
Anything that tries to go over our block is out, ladies and gentlemen. And back to serve for Nicaragua. Once again, it's Norma Brenes. It's 22-18. All right, she serves the ball. She attacks the libero. Out of system pass. Oh, they brought back in Oela for Dazzly Duran. All right, they set the outside. Here's Naima Silva. It comes off the block. Played by the libero. Here's Oela once again. Dogged by Norma Brenes. It's a great play. Let's see what they can do with the D. They roll the ball in. Played by Aceituno. They go to the slide. Natalia Reyes comes off the block. Played there by number 5, Espinosa. They go to the outside. Oh, that was a mistake there by Naima Silva. I get that the block was there, Zach, but she went away from her fundamentals, didn't turn her body and tried to just roll the ball, and she rolled it completely out.
Yeah, she's trying to compensate too much for the block of the Honduran team, and that led her to make that error. One thing I'm noticing, though, from this Honduran team, they have big blocks, but within their technique, they're not penetrating very strongly over the net, so it's a lot of touch blocks happening and leading to second plays coming off that really should be kill blocks here.
That's right, and we see Maria Zeledon substituted into the game for Nicaragua. We spoke about her earlier, being the other option other than Gilmira Smith. She's back in the game. I look for them to give her the ball here. Norma Brenes, and a big block there by Natalia Reyes for Honduras. As we were saying about Zeledon, it's set point here for Honduras. I look for, here on set point, I look for a decent pass for Nicaragua, and I look for them to set Maria Zeledon. Let's see, coming off the bench, what she's able to execute here. Serving for Honduras is Genesis Oela, and she serves the ball into the net. That's a service error there for Honduras. It's 24-19. 24-19 here in the second set. It's they're down by 5 points. Honduras is 1 point away from winning this set. It's at the point now where Nicaragua needs perfect volleyball to have a chance in this set.
That's right. The beauty about volleyball, it's about points and not time, so there is always a chance here.
Absolutely, that was a good serve there by Zeledon, who just got to the back row. They set the outside. Acetuna ripped it. Zeledon unable to play it. And Honduras wins set number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll remind you once again, this match is going quicker than anticipated. That means the Belize game is going to be earlier than expected. Make your way out. Team Belize needs you. We're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be back for set number 3.
HBO Max, available with Next Gen. Subscribe today.
Yo, this is Super G the General, and I want to invite you all to the
Belize International Music and Food Festival.
That will be held for 2 nights, July 30th
And the 31st
at Sakachispas Field.
As you left my yard, y'all know why you come back.
You know it's yours truly, King Room Official.
It's your boy Stick the Artist. My name is Clayton Williams.
It's your boy Dando.
Hi, my name is Deja. TLC, baby.
Blessings, everybody. This is Original Coffee inviting you out to the Belize International Music and Food Festival in San Pedro. There will be me, many other artists. There will be enough music, enough food. So come out, enjoy yourself.
Every griller does it a little differently. Dry rub, wet rub, smoked, wood, gas, charcoal, sauce, no sauce. One thing they can all agree on is Running W brand meats. For almost 40 years, tender, fresh cuts of Running W meats have graced the grills across Belize and finished at the center of some of our best times. Running W brand meats. Give me some of the nice thing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here live from the Belize Civic Center. This is the bronze medal match between Nicaragua and Honduras. Honduras is up and coming up. Well, let me take a pause here, ladies and gentlemen. Look at your screen. Those are the 2 top servers of this tournament, Maria Santa Cruz from Guatemala and our very own Iman Safa. That's coming up next. Come on out and support Team Belize. This is the gold medal match between Belize and Guatemala, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not here, come out early. The game may start earlier than anticipated, so come and support our ladies. We're in set number 3 here of the bronze medal match between Nicaragua and Honduras. Honduras is up 2-0, and quite frankly, Zach, they are executing their offense very well.
That's right. The game started out to be a battle like what we anticipated. Both of these teams were trading in the early parts of the set, but as we moved into the second set, the Honduranian team definitely started to establish their blocking, which led to an establishment of their offense opening up, and they just led that entire set with ease.
That's right, and we see Maria Zeledon is back on the court for Nicaragua, along with number 5, that's Natalie Mendoza at outside hitter, Norma Brenes at opposite, Gilmary Smith at middle, the setter Francesca Medrano, and number 3, Maria Roa at libero. And we see a point here for Honduras to start the set right where they left off.
That's right. It was an easily controlled ball, but the defenders were lagging back a bit too far, so it dropped short. and they could not get back to that scrappy play there.
And back to serve for Honduras is Gabriela Gomez, their captain. I look for her to try to attack Norma Brenes until they're done here. All right, the libero Roa passes that ball, and a block there by Celiazar for Honduras. It's 2-0. Honduras is up. And Nicaragua needs something, Zach. Nothing is working for them right now. And they need something to turn this game around.
That's right. You know, they seem to be physically tired at this point. You know, the mental tiredness is starting to set in. The coach has tried everything that she could do, pulling in players off the bench. We see no effort there on that play, trying to chase down the ball.
Yeah.
At this point, the team seems to be, you know, the morale of the team is down, and they seem to be giving up and giving in to this Honduran team.
That's right, Zach, that's right. And we see a 3-0 lead here for Honduras here in the third set. They're up 2-0. And if they keep this up, Zach, they will be the bronze medal winners of this tournament. There's Norma Brenes with the pass. Medrano sets Brenes, who rolls it right to position number 1. That was high IQ volleyball, Zach.
That's right. At the end of the day, it's about control, keeping the ball within the court. And that's exactly what she did. She recognized that it was a big block in the cross court and just controlled the ball where the defense was not set up.
And here is Natalie Mendoza back to serve for Nicaragua. Is 3-1. They're down here in this set, and a pass here by Aceituna, a good pass. And there's Celiazar, big hit there. Good dig. Here's Gilmira Smith. She rips it off the block. Played there by the Honduran libero. She goes outside to Aceituno, who rips it cross court. It's hard to stop a hitter with the level of control that Aceituno has.
That's right. She gets really high and gets on the top of the ball, which allows her to control the ball wherever she wants it. With a snap like she has, she stroked that ball deep into the 4 of the Nicaraguan side, and they were not prepared for that one.
That's right. And it's now 4-1 here. Honduras is up. Back to service, number 17, Aceituno. She attacks number 5 for an ace. She attacked Natalie Mendoza of Nicaragua, and Aceituno gets an ace here in this third set. Honduras is firing on all cylinders, Zach.
That's right.
I look for them to run away and win that bronze medal here.
That's right. You know, like you said earlier, within the week, they kind of silenced Aceituno from the Honduran side. But she definitely kicked it into gear for this final game and is doing all she can to secure her team a medal in this competition.
And we have a pass there, a hit out by Gilmira Smith. They had a towering block, taking away position number 5. She tried to rip it back to the other side of the court, and she rips it out of bounds. And it's now 6-1. We have an early timeout here by Nicaragua. And once again, you know, Zach, I want to give saludos and a shout out to Claudia Noguera, the head coach for Nicaragua. She's a legend in female volleyball for Nicaragua.
Definitely.
It's great to see that she has transitioned now to imparting all of that knowledge that she has gained throughout her years of volleyball into the younger generation. She's well respected then, and saludos to you, Claudia, and we look forward to seeing you in the future. But for right now, they're down by 5 points here in the third set, and Nicaragua needs some sort of spark to get it going. You know, Zach, when you're looking for a spark, you may want to look at Simon Kwan. They have everything there. I think Nicaragua needs to go to Simon Kwan and get that spark. I don't know where else they're going to find it.
That's right. There's all kind of things that you can get there, and you can definitely, hopefully, find something that they need to get that spark in this game.
And here's Aceituno, number 17, for Honduras serving. That's a good serve by Aceituno and an ace. So Zach, Aceituno is actually in third place for best server. I don't think she can overcome the wide margin, but she's certainly helping herself here get into contention for that individual award.
Yeah, she's definitely climbing the ladders within this last game, and she's making a name for herself right now within this game.
And here's Aceituno back to serve. She attacks the libero once again. Not the best pass, but they throw it up for Gilmira Smith. She tries to trick that ball. Ball still in play, but Nicaragua unable to get it over.
What we're seeing right now is fatigue starting to set in on the Nicaraguan team. They've done everything that they could in this game so far, and Gilmira Smith has been working extremely hard within this game, but at this point, I don't know what else she has in the tank.
She's been working tirelessly, Zach, and back to serve is Aceituno. She serves the libero, puts them completely out of the system. It's going to be a free ball here for Honduras. We see Aceituno take that ball. Where are they going to go? They set the outside. Celiazar. That's wrong. Oela with it. Here's Norma Brenes for Nicaragua. Norma Brenes gets a point. off the hands of the setter for Honduras. Setters play defense sometimes. That wasn't the best defense, but you know, Norma Brenes able to get the point for Nicaragua. It's now 8-2. Nicaragua is down here in this third and decisive set.
That's right. This is still a young game. There's a lot of set left to play here. If the Nicaraguan team can string something together, they can make a fighting chance. But to be honest, I don't see it happening. This Honduran team is playing well. Aceituna is leading them through this charge into this silver medal. Bronze medal match.
And there's Gilmira Smith, great pass there by the libero for Honduras, and the lefty Dazzly Duran with the hit. Dug there by Gilmira Smith. There's Zeledon, and we talked about her earlier. She was that other option. She's been on the bench for a large majority of this game, but we see her get a kill there. It's now 8-3 for Nicaragua. And I wonder why they would have had Zeledon on the bench there, Zach.
I don't know. Like you said, they were trying to give some more of the other players a bit of playing time here. But, you know, looking at the game, the coach is probably thinking similar to what we are. They need some type of spark to change around this game, and she could be that player.
There was some pinball action going on there on the court there, Zach, and Honduras able to come away with the point because of good blocking by their middle Celiazar, Rebecca Celiazar. And she goes back to serve. She just got that kill. Let's see who she chooses to attack. We see Zeledon taking more and more of the court on the pass.
That's right.
And they serve the libero number 14. That was Munguia. And there is Norma Brenes hitting over the top of the block. Here's Ohuela off of Balmaceda.
Ball's up.
All right, and the ball is up. That was Natalie Mendoza gets the kill there for Nicaragua, and a mental breakdown there, or a defensive breakdown rather, for Honduras.
We're seeing a bit of what we saw within that second set from the Honduran team. They open up a big lead, but then they tend to start relaxing within that lead, feeling that they have the game covered. But you can't do that on this Nicaraguan team because they don't give up.
And a hit there by the middle, dug there by Natalie Mendoza. It's going to be a out-of-system set there for Aceituno. She tricks the ball, touched by Balmaceda. Essentially a free ball for Honduras. They set Ohuela. Oh, it comes off the top, touch there by Brenes. They go to the outside, way past the antenna, but saved by Zeledon. Zeledon ready for it. She pulled all the way out off the top of the block. Oh. That was inspiring play by Zeledon.
That was an excellent cut shot. It really takes a lot of skill to do what she did just now.
That's right. And that's Maria Zeledon for, that's number 12 for Nicaragua, doing everything she can, but they were unable to get that point. And back to serve for Honduras is number 7, Dazzly Duran, their lefty outside hitter. All right, and an overpass there by Munguia. They said Aceituno, who rips it cross court. Munguia was out of position to play that back row attack, Zach. You need to be closer to the line to take away the corners.
That's right. The last two back row attacks that we saw from her went to the one position on the court. She decided to turn away from that this time, stroking the ball to the 5, and the defense was not prepared for it.
And we see Nicaragua switching their liberos. Roa comes back in the game, and Dazzly Duran with the serve. We have Natalie Mendoza with the pass. Roa sets Zeledon, who rolls the ball to position number 5. The libero digs it. They go to the outside. Ohuela rips it line, but dug there by Norma Brenes. Here's Zeledon. She takes some off.
Excellent control.
That was high IQ volleyball.
That's right.
To take some off for number 12, Maria Zeledon of Nicaragua.
We see there again on the Honduran side, the libero, once you're forcing her to step forward with a ball, she tends not to get there. That first step, stepping forward, she struggles with that one.
That's right. And back to serve for Nicaragua is number 12, Maria Zeledon. We see Roa trying to tell her blockers, take this personal. We need you to pick it up. It's 11-5 here in the third and decisive set. All right, and a slide there by number 14, Natalia Reyes. They go to Norma Brenes in the back row. She rolls it to position number 5, but out of bounds.
Yeah, that one was a bit too long. She hit the ball on the bottom of the ball, which gives it more air time, and that draw the ball to the outside of the court.
All right, and back to serve for Honduras is Genesis Ohuela, number 12, their outside hitter. Look for her to attack the left side of the court where the libero is in that white shirt. Oh no, she goes down the line. Zeledon with the pass. They go to the outside here. Natalia Mendoza, and Mendoza gets the point for Nicaragua. Zach, we see some fight in Nicaragua.
That's right.
Maybe too little, too late, but we do see some fight, and we're hoping that they're able to pick it up here.
Well, at this point now, we see their main player coming back into the game. Smith on that net. Hopefully she got some good rest being on the bench for those few points and can come back in and have a tremendous impact on this set.
There's Balmaceda with the serve. Good pass there. Oh no, out of system pass for Genesis Owella. Aceituna, a good rip there. Smith all over the court trying to take care of the ball. Dug there by the libero. They go outside. Aceituna once again rips it down that line. We could see the intentions.
That's right.
The moment she approached that, she turned her entire upper body toward the line and she crushed it down that line. The defender was unable to play defense there.
That's right. The Honduran team is definitely playing a faster paced game than the Nicaraguan team is used to, and they're taking advantage of it because they're getting a lot of one-on-one blocks or open nets.
That's right. And Natalia Reyes puts them out of system, and that's an ace serve for Reyes.
That's
14 to 6. And I'm looking now. We're gonna have a switch here. And Brisa Perez is coming back in for Natalia Mendoza. Natalie Mendoza is out of the game. Brisa Perez is back in the game. We see people trickling in. The fans the bleachers are slowly filling up.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, come on out. The start time for this Belize game is going to be earlier than expected because this match is going to finish up here shortly. Come on out. Let's support Team Belize. All right, and there is Norma Brenes on the pass. They go to Gilmira Smith, and she rips it out of bounds. Out of bounds there for Gilmira Smith. She was looking for a call from the referee, but there was none to be had there, Zach.
These are the players exactly that I'm talking about, where these when the fatigue is starting to set in, you know, those players that you normally make, that you're normally used to putting the balls that you're normally used to putting inside the court, you just hit them a bit too hard or you're a bit too late because of the fatigue, and which transitions into errors.
That's right, Zach. Perfectly said. And a pass here by Zeledon. They go to Brisa Perez, and a net violation there by Aceituno. It's 15 to 7, Zach. Nicaragua is down by 8 points here in this third set. They're down 2 sets to 0. They need something here to come back in this game. I think if any team in this tournament can do it, it's this Nicaraguan team. But I'm doubtful that it'll be able to happen.
Yeah, they're definitely a scrappy team, but they're a team with a lot of heart. So you can't count them out fully, but this game is shaping up to be a 3-win for the Honduran team.
All right, and David Duran there sets Aceituno. Good placement by Aceituno. Let's see. They go to Brisa Perez right down the line. Dug there by David Duran. Let's see where Gabriela Gomez goes. She goes right back to Duran. And off the hands of Brisa Perez. Dazi Duran wasn't aggressive with her approach.
That's right.
I probably would not have jumped maybe on the block and allowed my defense to play that ball and set up.
Yeah, that's an excellent insight there, Bird. You know, sometimes it's not what you do, but what you don't do.
Exactly, Zach. And back to serve for Honduras is their captain, Gabriela Gomez. She serves to Zeledon. Zeledon out of system pass. Libero sets Brisa Perez, who rolls the ball to position number 1. Point for Nicaragua.
That has been a hole there in the Honduran defense this entire game. The Nicaraguan team has tried to benefit from it as much as they can, just stroking the ball long to that deep 1 position, and no one is there to cover it.
That's right, Zach. And we saw Belize exploit that very same position last night against Honduras. And Brisa Perez low over the net. They go to the outside, a wide open net for Dazi Duran. I don't know what happened there. There was some sort of miscommunication there, Zach.
Definitely.
But the hitter should not have been as wide open as she was on that hit, and she's able to get the kill. And Aceituno goes back to serve. Here's that replay, ladies and gentlemen. There was no blocker with her. Seems like there was just, they ran into each other.
Right. There was a bit of a miscommunication with the switching at the net, which led to that wide open kill.
All right, number 3, the libero passes. Zeledon gets the kill for Nicaragua. Zeledon has been effective so far.
Yes, she has.
But Nicaragua's issues start with their passing. They have not been able to get quality passes to the setter. Right. And without those quality passes, you know as well as I do that you cannot effectively run your offense without passing.
Precisely. And with a smaller team, when you're facing big blockers like this, you need to be able to have deception within the setting. And when your passing is not on point, your setting becomes predictable and the blockers can mark up on you and take that away.
That was Norma Brenes trying to go down the line on the right side of the court there, Zach. Unable to hit the ball into the court. And we have Nicaragua. It may be too late, Zach, but they're taking a timeout here. It's now 18 to 9. You know, we gave a shout out to our sponsors already, of course. That's Bowen & Bowen Limited.
That's right.
That's Simon Kwan. That's
TNC.
UNC, of course, and then we have Sharp Engineering Limited. Then we have the Belize Tourism Board. I saw the Minister of Tourism here last night. I saw the Prime Minister here last night.
That's right,
I look for them to come out again tonight and support our girls. I saw the Minister of Sports here last night. They were here to support our ladies. And last but not least, of course, we want to give a shout out to our other sponsors, the Holy Redeemer Credit Union, where they're making a difference in people's lives, and RF&G, where it pays to get it right.
That's right. And what we definitely want to see tonight is all of Belize coming out here, filling this stadium as much as we can. There is a lot of room, a lot of seats, a lot of area to stand if there are no more seats. But at the end of the day, we want to fill this stadium for this final game to support our girls.
Absolutely, Zach, absolutely. And back to serve there is Celiazar for Honduras, and they go to Zeledon on the outside. Dug there by number 12 for Honduras. That's Oela. All right, dug there by the libero. Here's Zeledon. Zeledon rolls it, and Zeledon gets the point.
Zeledon has definitely been a spark for this team coming off the bench. She has been one of their most consistent players right now. Smith has stepped up, but she is, I believe, feeling some fatigue in this game, and so she's making a few errors, and Zeledon has stepped up right now and is filling that gap for the Nicaraguan team.
That's right, Zach. And here we go, and Dr. Duran puts that ball over. Could have been a double contact here by Maceda. A trick there by Maceda, dug by the Honduran libero. Here got Aceituno. He tricks that ball to 3-6. Oh, and here's going to be a free ball for Honduras. Let's see what they choose to do. They go to Oela on the outside. Dug there by Norma Brenes. Here's the setter, Medrano. She goes to the outside. Zeledon rips it off the tape. Dug there by the libero. Here's Oela. Again off the top. Oh, Balmaceda expected the setter to get it. And we see the teams. The Salvadoran team is here. It's good to see them be able to watch this gold medal match in the stands. I know that the Guatemalan team is also here. They're in the locker room, Zach. Team Belize, I assume, is in the locker room as well.
That's right.
We have about 40 minutes to the start time of the game. And there is Roa. All right, and they go to the outside. There is Zeledon. Zeledon, the dig there by the Honduran libero. Dug there by Brisa Perez. They go to Zeledon once again. That was a tight set, but it comes off.
Oh.
All right, and that was a good, they call it a pancake, Zach.
That's right.
When you slide your hand on the court and allow the ball to go on top of your hand, but they were unable to play the ball after that.
All right, that was a well-executed pancake. Sadly, they couldn't convert it.
So it's now 19-11. They're down by 8, Zach. Small run here. They're going to need more of it to come back in this game.
Yeah, let's see if this Nicaraguan team can put up a last fight here. It's going to be a difficult race back into this game, but it's possible, so they should not give up.
Zeledon had a good serve there, Zach. It was an out-of-system pass. They set Genesis Oela, and Oela able to use the block of Balmaceda to get the point for Honduras.
Right, that block was just a bit too late. The hands got up a little bit too late to the attack, and she took advantage of that.
Just a bit late there, and Genesis Oela back to serve once again, ladies and gentlemen. She served the libero Roa of Nicaragua, and here's Brisa Perez, blocked there by the setter. And a miscommunication there. You see these sorts of miscommunications, that one, when there's fatigue, and two, when there's not a connection, a defensive connection on the court. As you mentioned before, Balmaceda is not one of those players that has been playing a lot during this tournament, and so that the game rep, she just doesn't have it right now, and we're beginning to see the effects of that.
Yeah, the chemistry is definitely a bit off for the Nicaraguan team.
And just out there for Genesis Oela, point for Nicaragua. It's 21-12. They need something here, and they need it in a big way, Zach.
And just as you say, Smith walks back onto the court.
And that's exactly who they need when they need it. Look for them to ride the hot hand of Smith. All right, and there is Balmaceda. All right, Gabriela Gomez goes to Natalia Reyes, and dug there by Zeledon. They go to Gilmira Smith, who rips it into the court. She's going to do that every single time if there's only one blocker on her.
That's right. I believe the Honduranian team started to believe that they had her queued up, or that she was just out of the game at this point. And so they've stopped tripling up on her. But clearly we can see that she's still a high IQ player. She still has something left in the gas to give for her team and her country right now.
Balmaceda pass there by the Honduran, the libero there, dug there, it's an overdig. All right, here's Norma Brenes. There is the middle, and Gilmira Smith uses the block. When Nicaragua needs a point, they go to Gilmary Smith.
That's right, and she's produced on every play so far. So I'm looking to see the Honduran team now starting to double up or even triple up on her again.
And Zach, that's where the other hitter, Brisa Perez, who's in the front row, is going to come in. She's going to have a one-on-one matchup on the outside.
Yeah.
She needs to execute here. Balmaceda keeps that serving. Out of system pass for the libero. Here's Aceituno. And off of the touch of Gilmary Smith. Brisa Perez tries to play it, but unable to. It's now 22 to 14. 22 to 14. Honduras is on the verge of securing the bronze medal of these Central American Under-21 Female Volleyball Championships.
That's right. After that play, we saw Gilmary Smith looking at her coach, asking her, like, what else do you want me to do?
That's right.
I'm doing everything that I can right now.
Natalia Reyes back to serve for Honduras. Pass here by Zeledon. Gilmary Smith on the outside. And she rips the ball down over the block at position number 1 for a point for Nicaragua.
She is doing everything right now for this team, playing defense, blocking at the net, attacking from the outside, attacking from the middle, attacking from the back row. This girl is giving her all for her country right now.
She's doing it all, Zach. It might be too little, too late, but the fight never stops with this Nicaragua team. There's Francesca Medran. They go to Aceituno. And Aceituno, that was a masterful shot there, Zach.
Definitely.
They took away the cross court. There wasn't that much line, but Aceituno finds that gap in the line and hits the ball right through it.
That's right. The entire defense rotated around the block, trying to anticipate where she would hit the ball, but she controlled that ball perfectly down the line.
And here's Gabriela Gomez back to serve for Honduras, 2 points away from securing the bronze medal here in these championships, these Central American Championships. They go to Gilmary Smith, a triple block, but she rips it around the block and hits the libero of Honduras to get the point for Nicaragua.
Listen, down in these final moments of this third set, Gilmary Smith has found another gear where she can kick it up and try to get her team back into it. Hopefully it's not too late, but it's going to be a fight back for sure.
That's right, Zach. We only wish we saw it a little sooner.
That's right.
Brisa Perez back to serve once again. The pass there by the Honduran libero. They go to the middle. Oh, that was a power hit by the middle. It was touched by the Nicaraguan setter. I would have liked to see more effort on the defensive side of the ball there. Here we go.
We're at the final point.
Aceituno, who else but Aceituno to serve for the bronze medal for Honduras. And there we go. Aceituno goes back to serve.
Excellent serve.
Oh, it puts them out of system. Gilmary Smith gets it over for Zeledon. That was a smart play.
Brilliant
That
play.
was a smart play by Zeledon. It's 24 to 17. They need perfect volleyball to have a chance. Unlikely, Zach, but you never know.
And who is up to serve other than Smith for the Nicaraguan team? This has been a battle between her and Aceituno for this entire game. So let's see if she can create something here going into the end of this set.
All right, Gilmary Smith back to serve for Nicaragua. That's number 1, Gilmary Smith, their main gunner. She's had a good serve so far. Let's see what she's able to do. Match point here for Honduras. And there they go. And blocked there by Balmaceda. That was a pretty good block. They brought number 13 for Honduras through the middle. That was Guiana Garcia. Outside hitter came in. No, she just came into the game to play middle. They're just trying to get her some reps here.
That's right.
She's the only one from Honduras that had not played yet. And she just got an opportunity to attack. It was blocked by Balmaceda. Served there by Gilmary Smith. They go to Genesis Owella. Ducked there by Gilmary Smith. And they go out. Let's see who's going to get over. Free ball there. Brisa Perez. Let's see where they choose to go. They go to the back. There's Dazi Duran off the block of Balmaceda. Played by Zeledon. Here is Zeledon once again. And a big block there by Dazi Duran to secure the bronze medal for Honduras here in these Under-21 Central American Volleyball Championships. Honduras was a better team tonight.
That's right, they surely were.
They showed that they could execute better. But Nicaragua has shown great fight throughout this entire tournament.
Definitely.
Congratulations to them. Congratulations to their coach, Claudia Noguera. And congratulations to the Honduran national team, the selection of Honduras, for securing the bronze medal. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a commercial break here.
This is it.
And up next, we have the gold medal match between Belize and Guatemala. If you're not here, come on out. Belize will need you. Come on and cheer on our girls, ladies and gentlemen. Here up. They're coming up next.